Hi, and welcome back to Golden Guild Gaming. We had to go through a load sequence because I died. And also I stuttered there, but hi, I'm Ben, this is Chris, and welcome back to Chris and Ben Play.
Okay, so that's how you do that.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Wait, how did you do that?
How do you attack? Okay, so that's attack.
How did you do that dodge thing? Because that's what I couldn't figure out last time.
You do this. And then you do this. Oh wait, no, that's attack.
It's the trigger
That's
buttons.
No, and then you do quick
Oh, that would have been so useful to know.
Okay, so how do you run B? Oh.
Yeah, B is how you run, X is how you jump.
X is how you jump?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you run and jump, then
Oh,
that's a cool thing.
Okay, this is weird because like
You're so lucky, Chris, that you get to play this later tonight.
I feel like A should be jump.
After Chris and I finish this recording session, he's going to do his own thing and start a profile, because he is here to stay for the night, so I'm going to work on my Pokemon Moon competitive team. He's going to screw around in this.
I'm also gonna
not
help
on
him
this
with the
file, though.
competitive team. No, definitely not.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
going
going
to
to have his own file. But, while you're heading over to where we advance the story and everything, at the last recording session, not even at this one, I had actually wanted to talk about something while we recorded Battle Block Theater, but now that's over.
Yeah.
I'm now out of school for the year, but while I was still in school near the end of the year, see, it's not as easy as it looks, man.
Well, I'm trying to figure out the controls because I have not done that yet.
Yeah, but so, near the end of the year, I went on this field trip to various, religious places of religion. Or places of religion. I said religious places of religion.
Nice.
I
Ben.
meant places of worship. But yeah,
Where did
you
we
got to
start?
choose a certain route that took you to 2 different places of worship, and the one that I chose took me to a Sikhism Gurudwara, which I'll explain in a second, and then a Jewish synagogue. It was a crazy experience, and it was so weird because when you imagine the Middle East religions and the Southern Asian religions and stuff. Did I say Asian? I meant Asian
May I ask how
religions.
you whistle?
Whistle?
Yeah. That's not whistle.
Down on the D-pad, actually.
Oh, I could see why that'd be. Oh wait, are those archers? Those
Yeah,
are
you can
definitely
see.
archers.
You can see why it would be uncomfortable
Yeah, for
to
sure.
try to do that glitch thing. But yeah,
Ow! Okay, no, done.
So-
done.
when you think of those Asian religions and the Middle Eastern religions, this is stereotyping and it's discriminating, but it's really just, even if you try not to, your mind just kind of does this. You think about the extremist groups like ISIS and everything, but it's crazy to actually experience what a more modern group from that religion is like. Because, well, first of all, the Sikh place of worship, the area where they perform their, what's the word, basically where they have their ceremonies and stuff, and, where they do their worship itself, is this big, room chamber called the Gurudwara. Or maybe that's what the entire building was called, I don't remember. And that means...
Ooh! Look at me being good at this game.
That was a sick doge, Chris. But... yeah, Gurudwara, it's called that because Guru means teacher, and Dwara means house. So it's house of their teacher, which is kind of interesting because when you think of that, that's the same way Christianity looks at churches, because churches for Christians are the house of God or the house of Jesus, and I think it's the same thing in Judaism and some of those other similar religions where it's it's seen as the house of God basically, and that's just right there one. Whoa!
Whoa, that was loud.
Yeah,
Sorry
let me
about
just
that.
say right there. I'm sure that recorded on the mic. I'm not sure
Sure.
what that thump was out in my house.
What was that?
But
Here, sweet.
yeah, that right there is already a similarity that I didn't know existed until I went on this trip and experienced this. But so, yeah, we don't have the stasis yet, so you can't send that rock flying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that already right there goes to show what is going on. That, I
just
see
spooked
that peaked our audio on the mic thing. I don't know what that thumping is. It's really annoying. I'm sorry.
Very sorry about that.
Yeah, I will try to quiet that down, but yeah, and then you have the fact that we were able to ask them a lot of questions. So just some of the questions we asked were like, how do you view the LGBT community and stuff like that? And it was surprising because, again, when you think of like those Asian religions and the Middle Eastern religions, you think like the extremist groups that are like, we will cut the fingers off the gays and stuff like that. Just
Yeah.
that's obviously an extreme example, but that's why they're called extremist groups. Like they do stuff like that. But so, like, it was interesting to hear that like this group was like, oh no, there's not actually anything in our like religious books or anything that anything says that would lead us to believe that being a part of the LGBTQ whatever community is like is not okay or is against their religion somehow. That's just what those extremist groups have done. And it was interesting to hear, like, it was interesting to break the stereotypes that your brain just kind of naturally builds over time after hearing all this stuff. And whoa,
I
that
really,
is just penetrating the ground.
really feel like we missed something.
I don't
Really think we should talk to Gramps. I'm gonna go find him.
like the game told us to come here.
Yeah,
That's
but,
what
like-
Zelda told us to do.
But still, like, we were supposed to go there, I think.
I mean, maybe it's going to tell us to go there right now. Because I know we have to talk to him as part of the storyline.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, now that I think about it, doesn't he, like, fly onto the tower by us? I think so. Let's wait and see.
Well, he's not gonna do it now.
Yeah, he is. After this cutscene. Like, he flies onto the tower and is like, hey, what up, dude?
We
I
haven't
got a
met him."
glider. Yeah, I know. But I think he flies up here. Let's wait and see. Because like we said, we don't know really what happens in this game. And it's been a while since either of us have seen this part of the game anyway.
Yeah, true.
Well, that's not an old man. That's a Zelda. Hi, Zelda.
You have been a
Sup, bae?
for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its
That's what
true
they-
power,
That's what
this
they
world
called me back in high school. The Beast. Hi, Calamity Ganon. And that's not a spoiler, really, at all. But yeah, that's basically... It's
Now,
basically just how my story goes, and, like,
you must hurry.
some of the other questions were... Like, and yes, Zelda, we will hurry. We will make sure to explore every other corner of the world before we come save you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was interesting to hear also like what their stances are on like women and how gender equality should work, and to find out that like there's not a lot specifically in the religions that say that there should be this discrimination and stuff. But it's also interesting because we went to the Jewish synagogue, the Jewish place of worship, and we asked them about the LGBTQ community, and the rabbi there, who's basically, yeah, he flies over here. I was
we
right.
still haven't met him yet.
Now
Sorry.
we have. I don't think we were supposed to have talked to him. We have quite the enigma here. Yeah, we're not supposed to have met him yet.
Yeah, we were. You're supposed to like.
Well, he's not acting.
Okay,
like
well,
it.
I mean, it doesn't really mean, or it's not really a big deal that we didn't meet him because he literally just says, "You can roast stuff by my fire. By the way, I'm an old man.
Oh yeah.
Here's
that's the thing.
here, take anything you want." That's pretty much, I think, what he
I
says.
completely forgot about that scene. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, I think. So it's not a big deal.
But yeah, speaking of which, by the way, you can roast stuff in fires.
Yeah.
And he's an old man.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it was interesting to hear... You can go on.
Okay.
It was interesting to hear that at the Jewish places of worship and everything, like, in the Jewish Bible, it does, like, there's a specific line that for, like, hundreds of years was interpreted to say, like, it is not okay to be, like, anything other than heterosexual. But recently, because of, like, the changing times, they're actually reinterpreting the meaning of that, like, to work with what is going on currently and to accept those kinds of people. It's just interesting to hear, like, that the more modern groups are able to adapt like that. Because, of course, there are, like, very traditional groups that still try to follow by exactly what those words say, and, like, they still discriminate against those people. But it's interesting to hear that, like, there is variance even among those groups. And also, the timer just went off.
Right, so.
There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It festers like an old wound, slowly seething out pus and germs. And now I've officially grossed out everyone more playing this game and watching anyone doing a let's play of this game. 'Cause I'm an old man, and you can roast stuff by my fire.
Actually, I didn't say anything, I just shook my head.
So, I was waiting for you to go on. What are you waiting for?
Oh, I'm just reading these.
Okay, then. Well, I thought you were preparing to say something because it looked like your mouth was, like, open, ready to talk. But yeah, so I will actually stop, like, getting off track and actually go back to the game for a second. What is going on? Well, I mean,
Hand it
like,
over.
I know vaguely what's going on just because I've
Yeah.
seen this part of the game before, but I would like to pay attention to it for a bit just so that, like, I can be more familiar with it and so that the audience can get the full experience, but... Oh, certainly, why not? But there's no such thing as a free item in this world, you know. Except, you know, the ones that you just kind of find lying on the ground, because they're very free. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? It's alive. It is asleep. It is a slumbering treasure. I am a very literal old man, and you can roast things by my fire. Come, let me show you something.
Okay.
I think we should actually have him show us that thing. Next time on Chris and Ben Play... Zelda Breath of the Wild, that's the game name. I can speak words.
Can I attack him?
Probably. Try it. Oh. Well, yeah, bye.